Markets open up in 9 minutes. Going to see if there's going to be an RTH gap today. And right now, what I'm looking for is, I am liking lower prices. Here to the 22,186 level. The price went up today, created a sell side liquidity for us to target. It's pushing into these new day and new week opening gaps. I did try to short it here. It didn't work out earlier today, but I'll see if there's a second opportunity to take the market short. Over the last couple of days, the market has been consolidating. As you can see here, we're essentially range bound on the 1 hour. We have a higher target above us, a 22.31, 22.319, our relative equal highs. And I do want to see if we're going to explore first down before going back up. But usually when a RTH gap is fairly small, i.e. below 20, between 20 handles, it's probably going to be a really crappy morning, but we will see. We got no news as well today. Coming out, we had some news at 8:30. Right now we've got, so we had unemployment claims at 8:30, and it looks like we were just above forecast by a bit. So I guess that's, the weakening of the dollar. But regardless, news outcomes don't really impact our analysis of the charts we're trading. And then I guess the next news that we really have is at 12 p.m. is crude oil inventories. So our best bet right now is to wait for the open and to see what price is going to give us. I am liking overall shorts here, but taking something 7 minutes before the open, something that's out of my comfort zone. So we'll see if we can get a clear breakdown, a first fair value gap, and then trade off of that and take price lower today. That would be the goal. So currently we are testing the midpoint of this week's new week opening gap. We are pushing into today's new day opening gap, 17th being Monday's new day opening gap, and above us we have yesterday's new week opening gap. So we're currently in a cluster of new day opening gaps, and we want to see if this level is going to act as resistance and push price down towards one level. I am liking what the 5 minute is doing right now from push lower. This is unfortunate here. But let's wait and be patient and see what price wants to do. This yellow level here is a 1 hour inversion. The price broke above, retested to the downside, and it closed above it. So I am seeing mixed PA here, where on the 1 hour, you can see that we are breaking levels to the upside, using them as support, but then we're also pushing into areas of resistance, being the new day opening gap. Wow, look at that go. My first trade was something like this right here. I had my highs just above these relative equal highs here, and it just tapped me out and reversed, but that is okay. Price is attempting to create a high test here, if we can call it that. And right now, let's see if price is gonna give us some room to breathe. Opening in 5 minutes. We will have an RTH gap to the downside. If price does close below this red line right here, then we'll have to see what price is going to do from then on. Hey, bro. Yeah, definitely. It was difficult to live stream in the mornings. But yeah, it's nice to be back. See here, price is creating my bias today. It's going to be short to this level right here, interim. In the next like half an hour, that's the level I want to see hit. We hit buy side, and now it's just about hitting sell side. I do want to wait 4 minutes till the open before I take a position to see what price might do, because the price just might just spike up higher. I don't know, but we'll see what price wants to do here. On the 5 minute, it is looking bullish. On the 1 hour, I'm mixed bullish and bearish. On the 15 minute, again, nothing crazy, but on the 1 minute, if I just strictly look at what price did, is it took out these, we had a grouping of buy side liquidity. It consolidated in this area, and now it's going to be pushing lower most likely. So I'll be back in 1 minute, but let's wait till the open and see what happens. If price is just going to run towards our target, or if it's going to come back and provide some kind of entry. Okay, we're 2 minutes away from opening. Let's see where price is going to give us today. I realized that after Trump got elected, the markets got a lot harder to trade. It's a lot easier end of last year and before the 20th, but after the 20th, trading's definitely more choppy. It's very range bound. It's probably all this tariff work that Trump is working on. So the opening range is probably going to be around 3 to 5 pips. Okay, the RTH gap from yesterday. And what that means is our conditions from 9:30 to 10 o'clock run is going to be lower priority, or not lower priority, but lower probability. So we're not in ultra high probability conditions, but we'll have to see what price is going to want to do today. So as of right now, I'm going to put this here to the side because it's not an active position that I'm taking. But you can see here, market's going to open up in 15 seconds. Oh, wait 1 sec. Let me fix that here. Yeah, that's better, I think. Sorry, I had something on my screen from a recording. Okay, so price opened up, it spiked to the downside. It filled the RTH gap within 5 seconds. What I'm going to be waiting for is the first presented fair value gap. I'm going to see how it's going to be respected, and then we'll see if we can take possible shorts here. But as of right now, today might be one of those days where there will be no trades after 9:30, but we'll see here. I'll give the market today till 10:30 to show me an entry, if there is going to be one. But as of right now, on the 5 minute, I'll show you guys how that looks like. You can see here, price kind of just went into this is BISI, which I'm highlighting in red temporarily, right? Order flow is generally bullish here, but we did tap buy side liquidity, so we might get a turn here, and price may want to take the sell side here, but we will have to wait and see. All right, you can see here price came down, pushed into that 5-minute BISI that we just pointed out. It took sell side or buy side once again. And let's see. It's very wicky right now. Price is moving 25 handles within like these 2 minutes here from below to high of these two candles here. And this may have been the final rejection before it goes lower, but let's see if we can get, I do want to see a gap form indicating that there will be bearish strength pushing price to the downside. On the 15-second chart, if you guys do trade with that, we did just create our first 15-second fair value gap, first fair value gap after 130, after 931, sorry. But currently I've been just trading off of the 1 minute first percent of fair value gaps. So here we had buy side as well. This was taken. And then most likely I think price right now is going to be heading lower, but I don't know if we'll get an entry here. Come on, pull back. This might be the first presented fair value. Maybe not. I'll have to wait for this count to close to see if we have a 1 minute first presented fair value gap to trade off of. Once price tags this level right here, the sell side liquidity, well, I know where it's going to go next. We'll have to determine. Okay, so target has been hit here. I think this would probably been a very aggressive short to catch if you guys did manage to do it. But there was no real entry here that could have been taken. Like there was a sweep here, and then it just dropped to sell side. So unfortunately, this 20 handle run was a hard catch. All right, so what's up next here? So we've rejected the NWOG, all of these NDOGs here. Looks like price is going to be heading to this next level right here. Here's the next level sell side at 22173. Still don't have a first percent fair value gap after 930 on the 1 minute. It might be here. Let's see in 40 seconds. If it doesn't close, it might be here, but we'll see. Price just did take sell side liquidity, so even if it does go up, I will not be interested in taking shorts to this level right here being 22173. Okay, 22173 has been taken. And let's see if we can get our from a higher time frame perspective, the next level of liquidity that's sitting below us is going to be right here on the 50-minute chart at 22141. But the reason why I'm not in love with that level is if we look at the daily chart, we've got a lot of resistance levels that we have to break through to get to that level, right? So here we've got in purple, these lines here are the midpoints of these two daily wicks to the downside. This is officially our first presented fair value gap here on the 1 minute chart. First presented, okay. So this right here, let's call this first presented fair value gap. As of this point here, just looking at the 1 hour, how we're officially moving sideways, and on the 15-minute, I'm gonna have to wait for price to print something for me to go off of on a new bias here. But right now we did reject this purple box here is the midnight range. So it rejected the midnight range. It tried pushing below the midpoint of it. It bounced higher. And currently it's pushing into this first presented fair value gap. Am I interested in taking longs here? No, I'm not, because of the rejections of all of these NDOGs and WOGs. But we just did tag a lot of sell side liquidity as well. So there is nothing too interesting so far today that can be taken. But let's see how price is going to react to this first presented fair value gap. So it did break above it, or it's attempting to right now. Let's see if it's going to close above it. And if it is, then price will may want to push higher after grabbing all the sell side. But for me to be confident in longs, I would want to see price break above the new week opening gap of 217. So if kind of price goes down here, comes back up, then I would be interested in longs. But as of right now, shorts I'm not too crazy about, and longs I am, again, not too crazy about as well. Price right now is pushing into the first presented fair value gap here after taking sell side. Again, it's today, guys. I don't think there's anything high probability about this. We are trading in a 1 hour inversion. We took sell side right now. That was our draw on liquidity. The trade without trading the first presented fair value gap right after the open, right after we saw this 1 minute spike here, the entry would have been short right after without getting confirmation. Like this tag here, this push lower, taking it lower to these lower levels. But you can see price right now, it is managing to close within the first presented fair value gap. But just because it's sitting within it and it's not pushing away right away, this is indicating that it may not hold to the downside. So again, this is illustration of very like limp price action. As of right now, I would not be taking this long or short. But let's see what price will do up until 10 o'clock and see if we can get above this level here to start taking longs. But that would be my only interest here. On the 15-minute chart, we've got this fair value gap here. We're going to mark this in blue, being a bullish abyssy. And if price kind of pushes back up and starts trading above this new week opening gap, I think that's opening us up to higher level targets of the buy side liquidity. And this could be seen as a manipulation if price does that. Sell side was taken. 2213 was taken. Looking at the daily ranges, let's see how the daily's looking like right now. So it is pushing into, it did push today into the midpoints of the last two consequent encroachments of the wicks, which can be seen as gaps. And then on the daily, again, it's sitting below this daily fair value gap as well, which has been acting as support the whole time. So that's kind of why we want to see an attempt to break higher. There's a lot of resistance here, and if we can get above these levels, then I think the upside targets can be safely taken. But until price does that, I don't think I'd be confident in taking longs. Right now, price is going back into the RTH gap right here, this green section. It's going to be trading into all these new day opening gaps that you see here on the 1 minute, and then new week opening gap of today. So we might see price struggling to break above this, but if it does pop higher, maybe we might grab something long, but I highly doubt it. So anyone here looking at anything specific today? Longs or shorts? You can see price rejected this 1 minute SIBI that I'd marked here in red, the midpoint of the RTH gap. Price is pushing lower. So price went into this area once again. It was rejected. It's pushing below the first fair value gap here. It's pushing into the minute range of today, being this purple bar. That's a pretty nice drop here from that area. It closed below the midnight opening range. And this price is going to collapse from here to the next level of sell side. I want to see how it's going to react to this purple area here. If it's going to attempt to try to go back up, or if it's just going to drop from here. Let's see what the RR would be on taking shorts here. So that'll be the target there. If I were to take this right here, I wouldn't be crazy about having a stop right there in that in that fair value gap. It would have to be like at least here. So if I were to be taking shorts to make sense, like a 2-to-1 at a minimum, the entry would have to happen on the higher end of the midnight opening range. The stop would be at 22194. But it'd be nice to see kind of price come up here, tap this level, reject it, and then that might be the confirmation of taking a shorter to the next level of sell side liquidity. But the reason why I don't want to see that kind of confirmation is just because we're trading into those consequent encroachments of those daily wicks that I talked about. Damn it. Never pulled back to a 2-to-1 entry. Har. Okay, so sell side has been taken. So this idea would have worked out if price pulled back, but it never did. Am I worried about not taking trades today, even though 2 of my biases were correct to hit these levels? No. Many more trades in the afternoon and throughout, tomorrow and next week. So there shouldn't be any FOMO. And this wasn't even a high probability trade, in my opinion. That's why I wasn't crazy about it. So sell side was taken. And looking at our hourly here, we have some more sell side below us. We got these wicks here, but again, let's look at the 4-hour here quickly. You can see price. I don't know if it's going to get that low. Maybe the 4-hour closes as a bearish engulfing to the downside. Price would want to explore lower. But as of right now, sell side has been taken here. We'll have to wait for a bit more for price, because usually price does retrace after sell side or buy side usually take this tag you're taken. But I have a feeling today's morning run is completed. Let's get it to 10 o'clock, 10 more minutes. I want to see what price is going to do, but don't have much interest in this market as of right now. That was a nice bearish drop of 80 pips since the open, 90 pips. 90 points, sorry. A possible trade that I might be interested in the afternoon is if price does get to the sell side here, catching the reversals around maybe 11:30, and trying to catch the lunchtime macro to the upside to maybe like the 1% of fair value gap. That might be of interest. But other than that, I wouldn't be interested in shorting this market at this point. It's just taking longs once key levels get hit. So it might keep dropping like this, but again, we do have a new day opening gap from last week that it might be targeting. Probably not. I think it's going to be targeting this level right here. That's the next draw of sell side liquidity. Okay. All right. Sell side liquidity is 30 handles away or 30 points away from us. It is dropping aggressively. without any crazy retracements. There hasn't been a single up can. This is crazy price action here. Let's see. I might try to grab a quick short here. Let's see. 10 handles. Just want to see it pull back a bit, get into that fair value gap, and then push lower on the 15-second chart. I'm not showing it right now, but let's see here. Usually with such momentum, price does want to deliver. Yeah, you're gonna leave it open, that fair value gap. The fair value gap on the 15-second is gonna get tapped right now. Okay. Take a quick little order. Short. And the target's gonna be 103. For 81 points. For $81. It's a 1-to-1 here that I took short. My stop is sitting right there. It does push higher than like a 15-second fair value out, then I'm out, but quick 1-to-1. What level am I target? All right, and it's been hit. Cool. So it was a quick break even for me. Down 92 cents for the day. All right, so sell side has been taken. And now it's a question of when's price gonna turn around and show us longs. But something like this is called a one-sided delivery to the downside. And after such deliveries, we are waiting for some kind of reversal. So looking at the 4-hour here, wow, look at this crazy drop. On the 4-hour, we do have a BISI here, area of inefficiency. Let's see on the daily here. We do have this daily. Let's start mapping out levels here on where price could go. So this is a daily BISI. And on the 4-hour, level of interest here, we've got a nested 4-hour BISI. 4-hour BISI. And then other than that, we do have just some more sell side that's been taken right now, right here. It's been tagged from the 1-hour perspective, ever so slightly. It's dipping into this daily BISI. There's a 4-hour BISI below us. And from a 1-hour perspective, this gets a bit trickier, but we do have also, here's a 1-hour BISI. So out of all of these, I'm gonna remove the 4-hour BISI as I don't see much value having this on my chart just because the midpoint of the daily BISI's there. And for me, that might be a level of reversal. But the reason why I'm mapping these like this is to see where price can possibly turn around if it were to turn around. So as of right now, it tagged this 1-hour BISI here, right? It tagged liquidity from Friday at 6, I think that's 6 a.m. if I'm not mistaken. 6 a.m. And ultimately, we'd want to see price consolidating around this area. It's not going to reverse sharply and go the other way, but consolidate, create some kind of liquidity, tap it, give us a market structure shift, and then start pushing to the upside. So those would be my criteria for taking longs. But as of right now, nothing too interesting. Right now, it's just long. So let's talk about the lunchtime macro for a bit. I'm not sure if you guys traded or not, but what the lunchtime macro is if we get a one-sided run after 9:30 up until 11:30, the market tends to go to the other way. And the target that we're usually targeting is the first higher low after 10 o'clock. So If price keeps dropping lower, even to like the midpoint of the daily BSC at 11:30, I'll be looking for longs, and those are pretty high probability trades. They're my highest banking trades from the last couple of months trading the lunchtime macro. So hopefully I can catch something then. But we'll have to wait and see. All right, so what price is doing? It's pushing to this 1 hour BSC. It hit the midpoint of it. Okay. What's this line right here that I have? Oh, that's the that's just a 1 hour low here. 1 hour low. So let's call it sell side liquidity so we know what it is. Price is very bearish today. It's leaving a lot of fair value gaps to the downside. It means that there's a lot of bearish strength. It's not very efficient on the way down. If I would have held my trade here, I would have got an extra 80 pips on it, but more often than not, when key levels get hit like that, sometimes they reverse and you don't want to be in that trade. So I am okay with that. All right, price. When are you going to stop dropping? It's 10 o'clock right now. So price right now is, it's attempting to break this 1 hour order block here that we have. So if I'm looking for targets to the upside, this might be one of them here. The end dog of 214, right? Created its first high on the 1 minute. What a drop. This is crazy. But trying to get on this train here and take it lower. This might be very difficult to manage, even psychologically, because you just don't know when it's going to stop. It's just dumping. Like if I try to take this, I took a second level of sell side liquidity right here a couple minutes ago. Here's a SIBI. The moment you see these bearish PDAs get voided, that's when it's indication that this drop here is weakening. Yeah, I'm gonna grab a tiny short here. No, I'm gonna target that right there. That one has been taken. I don't like that. I got in a bit too late there. But the midpoint was taken of the daily BISI. So possible reversal here, maybe. It's definitely a very key level. 21,953. Okay, so on the 15-second, we've officially broken our first PDA to the upside. You have your 15-minute charts or 15-second charts. It's about to actually break and close above it. Or it might continue to keep dropping, but we'll see. This is what it looks like here on the 15-second. So this is the SIBI. Hey guys. Hey guys. Hey guys. Yeah, it's exactly. It's reversals only or no trades, and not so much PM reversals as it can even start reversing between 10 to 11:30. But right here, this is like the first kind of reversal on the 15-second chart that we have. Oh, hey Dom, or hey Dom. Hey, wish me well. Doing well, man. Doing well. I took a bit of a break from trading. Life got busy, but I'm back into it. So let's see here on the 1 minute if this PDA is going to break. I'm not crazy in love with along here, but it's kind of, I just do want to see how this PDA here is going to react. It was going to break above it in 26 seconds. Oh, it's GB? Oh, nice. Nice, nice, nice. So do you guys see how price just went to the midpoint of this daily BISI here and just shot right up? I want to see what it's going to do here to this SIBI here. If it's gonna respect it and go lower, or if it's gonna punch higher. Yeah, it's definitely, it takes a lot of work and time and effort to live stream and to make videos. So I definitely understand that. Wish me well. It was actually a nice break. Ever since like the holidays, I kind of slowed down here on my end, but it's time to speed things up again. Okay, so let's see how it's gonna react to here. Like the question is this going to invert? Like, is it going to use that as a stepping stool to go higher? And it might. We'll know in 20 seconds what price wants to do here. And then I'm just going to do like maybe like a 1 minute trail. Take a 1 contract and just take it north. In 7 seconds, it's going to close. It's going to close above higher. I think it will. All right, closed above it. I'm just going to take a long here with a stop right below there. Again, nothing too crazy. My target is right here, this end dog. My confidence right now is, it's honestly, it's a 50-50 trade. Not so much 50-50, it's more weighted to the upside, but I just do want to see it at least try to hit this end dog first before attempting to go lower or higher. But this is not a trade that I'm going to leverage more than 1 micro. And I'm probably going to break it even really quickly here. But my stop is right here, if I were to show you guys. My risk is $50 to the downside. $48 into the upside, it's 70, so it's, or 80, it's like a 2 to 1. Just usually after such fast drops, the initial springboard is usually a bit higher. But I do want to see how it's going to also react to this right here. So we have a nested buy side imbalance. If it breaks this to the downside, then it's over. It's going to just break 2 PDAs. Like all this is here is balance. There's no reason why it should go down. Price wants to go up from here, it should. On the 5 minute, let's see what it's doing here quickly. Okay. Moment of truth if this area is going to support price and go higher, or if it's just going to continue pushing lower. I'm okay with a micro loss here of 40 bucks. This is probably going to conclude the trading for me for the next hour. And then I am going to continue, try to catch the lunchtime macro and taking it long, if this is not it. So it's pushing into the upper side of the inversion, into this BISI. And price is very, very bearish right now. So it's like catching a falling knife, at least from my end. All right. And it looks like I'm probably going to get tagged out here. Okay. 50 bucks. All right. So took a short at the 934. Oh, beautiful. Damn. Nice, nice. Nice, 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 nice. But I think that's going to be it for me. I'm probably going to trade an hour and a half from now at 11:30. If I hope price keeps dropping here. And I will try to take some longs for the lunchtime macro, as it's going to want to retrace. But I guess on that note, nice talking to you guys. It's been a couple of weeks, and I don't know, catch you guys soon. Thanks for joining.